Hi, Empress Justice here, and welcome to the April 2026 reading for, hold on, Caps. This is for Uttara Ashada, Shravana, and Dhanishta. Now, I'm calling it the April 2026 reading because it was the full moon on the 2nd, like the early morning of the 2nd, but it is now the, it's the 5th of April as I'm doing this reading, so we are way over. So this is an April 2026 reading for Capricorn. Okay, so let's get on with these cards. So first card we have for you, Capricorn, is the Page of Gabriel. Got the Page of Raphael, and from the Archangel Michael Oracle deck, got Guarded and Protected. Okay, so let's see what we've got for Capricorn. Okay, so Page of Gabriel, got energetic, brave, optimistic, and playful. Follow your passion. You are ready for any challenge. Opportunities for excitement and adventure. So that is the Page of Gabriel card. Page of Raphael, the Two of Raphael, which is the Two of Cups. It says two hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful. Kindred spirits. Don't give up on those you love. So yeah, that's pretty good for the moment. And then we've got Guarded and Protected. Already, I've got three things going on here. The first thing going on is that some of you Capricorns might have received a renewed spark when it comes to your vocation or when it comes to your career. It's not the sense of you like taking a small break and then coming back to it. It's like there's a passionate renewal of like your side hustle or your creative business, or maybe any non-profit volunteer work that you're involved in. There's like a renewal of that, and you're approaching it from a new angle now. I can relate to this because I'm going through this with Empress Justice Tarot and astrology right now. I haven't lost my passion for either of those things, but changing up is what's needed here. So Page of Gabriel, energetic, brave, optimistic, and playful. I don't think it's necessarily you, but I think you are kind of reawakened to your vocation and your purpose. So there's a reawakening of that, and then at the same time, you're forming relationships with people who might not have your same views on life, but they have your same principles, if that makes sense. It's like you might be forming relationships with people who are very different to you. Okay, like underneath it all, they could be very, very different to you, but on the surface, there could be a lot of commonalities. This is what I've found. I could be wrong, because it's not everybody's story, but there are some people who get along not because they're so similar, but because beneath the surface, superficial commonalities that they have, deep down, they're actually very different people. Where things get a little bit sticky, I found, is when two people are very different on the surface, but underneath it all, they appear to be similar because they have similar demons that they're battling with. And it can sometimes be good because it can be like a language that the two of you speak together. But then other times it can be like, because you have the same blind spots, you can only really call each other out, and that can have mixed results. Where you are concerned, Cappy, you are amongst people who might do the same things that you do, but when you get to the bottom of your personalities, you're actually very different, and it's those differences that allow you to get along with them. And having these two together, it facilitates a really healthy presence in your life that withstands a lot of external drama that you're having to go through. This is for some of you Cappies anyway. And with this, the immediate thought that I got from this card was you are safer than you know. I'm going to say it again. You are safer than you know. All right? So it says, thank you for protecting my loved ones and me, ensuring that we're safe and all our needs are met. I now accept your help gratefully and gracefully, knowing that it's right for me and all others to accept heavenly assistance. Yeah. Some of you Cappies, yeah, you're safer than you think. And I think the reason for that is the reason I got that message is because of what's going on in the notes. So it says here, in spite of like, you know, some really good stuff happening in your life, it says here that there's drama, missing someone, relationship crisis. Um, hmm. It's strange because it seems like some of you Capricorns are getting the love that you want, and you're engaged in the career that you want to be engaged in. Like, you're getting what you want in one area, but I think in another area, things are falling spectacularly to pieces. And I think the reason why that is that your standards, Capricorn, are being redefined here. And this is what I've learned about redefined standards. Redefining your standards when it comes to your emotional life, it can have really positive consequences because it can really put you on a path towards doing what you really want to do, and, you know, allowing more joy and love into your life in a meaningful way. But then there's the other side of it, in which some of you might have to deal with a break from the past, like a complete break. I don't necessarily mean cutting people off, but I mean kind of accepting the past for what it is and moving the fuck on, literally. Because even though some of you Capricorns don't like to look at the past, for some of you, the past has really been coming up heavy for you. And I feel like you're supposed to kind of bring it up to clear it. And love is the thing that allows you to do that. Joy is the thing that allows you to do that, to gain that clarity so that you can move forward with your lives. So I feel like that's what's going on here. Like, on the one hand, you're going to have your future life, the life that's ahead of you, that looks increasingly good. But then your past life or your past connections look tricky. I wouldn't say it's crises like I'm seeing here, but it looks tricky, right? But I feel like you're moving in the right direction, Capricorn. If I'm going to be honest with you, I think the redefined standards that you're carrying for your life, you're moving in the right direction. I don't think there's much that needs to be said here. Like, because I'm supposed to go under a 10-minute limit, and I'm like 2 minutes beneath that. I wanted it to be longer, but I feel like, apart from talking about your houses, so yeah, I got to talk about your houses. So the full moon and Hasta that passed, it highlighted your ninth house. Okay, highlighted your ninth house of father, of your gurus, of foreign travels, you know, long distance travels, expanding your mind, expanding your philosophy, when really it's important that you focus more on your third house, which is to do with your immediate community and who's around you right now, your siblings, your extended family. It's about your closest strangers and your farthest relatives. So closest strangers involve your neighbors, farthest communities, farthest relatives involve your siblings, cousins, grandparents. So focusing on your third house balances out the long-term goals and aspirations that you're focused on right now. It balances out your foray into the future. I did say that you have to make a clean break with the past, but we're talking about Pisces in third here. That's exactly what Pisces in third does. It gives you the opportunity to break with the past meaningfully, in a meaningful way. And ironically, I think the love that some of you experience that is going to make you a better person or a better sign, it is in your third house. That's what I see. So yeah, that was for Cap. That was for Uttara Ashada, Shravana and Dhanishta. I have been Empress Justice. I'll see you in the next reading. Peace and blessings. Bye bye, my darlings.